trying to build a company and have it succeed is like eating glass and staring into the abyss. I think it's worth investing your own capital in what you do. I don't believe in the sort of other people's money thing. No one should put this many hours into work. This is not good.
Need motivation?
Watch the top 10 of Believe Nation.
Top 10, I got a top 10. Got my motivation high for my top 10. Gotta learn from the wise women and men. All my life, like 9 to 9. For my top 10, top 10, 9 to 9. This one's for my top 10.
He's Elon Musk, and here's my take on his top 10 rules of success, volume 4. Okay, let's kick it off with rule number 1. Have a high pain threshold.
There's a friend of mine who's got a great saying about creating a company, which is trying to build a company and have it succeed is like eating glass and staring into the abyss. So, I mean, what tends to happen is it's sort of quite exciting for the first several months of starting a company. And then reality sets in, things don't go as well as planned, customers aren't signing up, the technology or the product isn't working as well as you thought. And then that can sometimes be compounded by a recession, and it can be very, very painful for several years. So I think, frankly, starting a company, I would advise people to have a high pain tolerance.
Rule number 2, generate word of mouth.
How, aside from making great products, how do you get people excited about Tesla? There's a lot of people I know and that I talk to who are just intrigued and interested and excited about Tesla as a company.
The thing I really focus on at Tesla is like really put all of our money into and attention into trying to make the product as compelling as possible. So, because I think that really the way to sell any product is through word of mouth. So if somebody gets the car, they really like it, and actually the key is like to have a product that people will love. And generally people, if they're at a party or talking to friends or whatever, you'll talk about the things that you love. But if you just like something, it's okay. You're not going to care that much. But if you
get
love
the reactions from the highs and the lows, so you got to make sure people really love it. You're gonna talk, and then that'll generates word of mouth. And that's basically how our sales have grown. Like we don't spend any money on advertising or endorsements or so anyone like buys our car, they just bought it because they like the car, and it's genuine.
Rule number 3, use your own money.
Zip2 happened, you sold it, and
and bought the McLaren,
and if I'm not mistaken, you invested most of that money into your next venture, X.com.
That's right. So most of the funds went into X.com, which was later renamed PayPal. That worked out pretty well.
It worked out pretty well, but looking back on it, because you put a lot of your eggs in that basket, would you advise entrepreneurs to roll the bones quite the way you did?
Yeah, absolutely. I think so. I think it's worth investing your own capital in what you do. I don't believe in the sort of other people's money thing. I think if you're not willing to put your own assets at stake, then you shouldn't ask other people to do that.
Rule number 4, ignore the competition.
Well, we don't think too much about what competitors are doing. Just because I think it's important to be just focused on making the best possible products. It's sort of maybe analogous to what they say about if you're in a race. Don't worry about what the other runners are doing. Just run.
Rule number 5, find your drive.
You're 47. What is the likelihood that you personally will go to Mars?
70%. We've recently made a number of breakthroughs that I'm just really fired up about.
And when does that happen? In our lifetimes?
Yeah. I'm talking about moving there. So it's like, if you get the price per ticket maybe around $200,000.
This could be an escape hatch for rich people.
No. Your probability of dying on Mars is much higher than Earth. Really, the ad for going to Mars would be like Shackleton's ad for going to the Antarctic. It's going to be hard. There's a good chance of death. Going in a little can through deep space.
You might land successfully. Once you land successfully, there will be you'll be working non-stop to build the base. So you're not much time for leisure. And once you get there, even after doing all this, it's a very harsh environment, so there's a good chance you die there. We think you can come back, but we're not sure. Now, does that sound like an escape hatch for rich people?
And yet you would unhesitatingly go.
You know, there's lots of people that climb mountains. You know, why do they climb mountains? Because people die on Mount Everest all the time. They like doing it for the challenge.
Rule number 6, persevere.
When did it occur to you that Zip2 might be a success?
Well, I mean, when we first started out, I think our ambitions were really quite low. It was really to make enough money to pay the rent.
Yeah, we got a VC give us money. That was,
yay! Yeah.
We thought it was all over then.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I mean, when we started out in '95, we literally, at the beginning, we had one computer, which would be the web server during the day, and then at night, I'd program on it. And
we'd sleep in the office.
Yeah,
we couldn't afford to have an apartment.
It was cheaper to rent the office than to rent an apartment, so we just rented the office and slept in the office and showered at the YMCA.
Showered at the YMCA. And for me, the worst part was eating at Jack in the Box 3 times a week.
Yeah, man, this like
I'll sleep.
It's really difficult to get food at Palo Alto after like 10 p.m. It's like Jack in the Box and a few other options. So we rotated through the Jack in the Box menu. Through the end of '95, we're just sleeping in the office and showering at the YMCA, and then around the end of '95 is when Netscape went public, and then whether or not somebody knew what the internet was, they knew that you could make money on the internet somehow, or even if it's only on the greater fool theory. So when we went and talked to venture capitalists in early '96, there was a much greater interest in what we were doing. In fact, the round closed in like maybe a week or something.
It was crazy. Yeah, we went from sleeping in the office to people throwing, I mean, again, this is a financial crowd, so you guys see these numbers every day, but for us to hear, we'll give you $3 million.
Yeah, it sounded extremely, we thought they were crazy. Like, why would they do that?
It was literally like, these people are insane.
They obviously do not realize we're sleeping in the office.
In fact, when they did fund us, they realized that we were illegal immigrants.
Well, I mean,
yes, we were.
I'd say it was a gray area.
Yeah, yes, we were. We were illegal immigrants. We were sleeping in the office. We didn't have a car. We had one car, but the wheel kept falling off.
But, well, actually, yeah, the wheel did actually fall off the car.
Yes, exactly. And the venture capitalists actually bought us cars.
Yeah, well, they gave us 40 grand.
It was 40 grand to go buy cars, which was, at the time was more money than we've ever seen.
Rule number 7, make products people love.
Advice I'd give to people starting companies, to entrepreneurs in general, is really focus on making a product that your customers love. It's so rare that you can buy a product and you love the product when you bought it. There are very few things that fit into that category. And if you can come up with something like that, your business will be successful for sure.
Rule number 8, be willing to make sacrifices.
Well, I mean, Tesla really faced a severe threat of death due to the Model 3 production ramp. Essentially, the company was bleeding money like crazy, and just if we didn't solve these problems in a very short period of time, we would die. And it was extremely difficult to solve them.
How close to death did you come?
Within single-digit weeks.
22 hours a day, or like what? How many hours?
I was working, so 7 days a week, sleeping in the factory. I worked in the paint shop, general assembly, body shop.
You ever worry about yourself imploding? Like it's just too much?
Absolutely. No one should put this many hours into work. This is not good. And people should not work this hard. They should not do this. This is very painful.
Painful in what sense?
It hurts my brain and my heart. So this is not recommended for anyone. I just did it because if I didn't do it, then good chance Tesla would die.
Rule number 9, create a great team.
You need a team around you to deliver a lot of ideas. How do you choose your team? Based on what?
Well, I suppose honestly that it tends to be gut feel more than anything else. So when I interview somebody,
my interview question is always the same. It's
what do you ask?
I said, tell me the story of your life. And the decisions that you made along the way and why you made them. And then, and also tell me about some of the most difficult problems you worked on and how you solved them. And that question, I think, is very important, because the people that really solved the problem, they know exactly how they solved it. They know the little details. And the people that pretended to solve the problem, they can maybe go one level and then they get stuck.
And rule number 10, the last one before a very special bonus clip, is have fun.
Welcome. Hi, Felix.
Hey, Felix. Yeah, we're gonna look at some memes, right?
Yes.
And say funny things about them.
Well, I think we rate them.
Oh, we rate them. Okay, that's
right.
It's
a review, and then
we're reviewing them
out of 10.
Of course. Okay.
I mean, there's some good memes here.
Is this the first one?
I believe so.
Okay. Yeah.
A spoon is just a small bowl on a stick used to eat from a larger bowl. He's earnestly presenting this in Congress.
And you can see how easy it would be to just replace that text and add anything you want there.
It's almost as though he wasn't saying that.
So yeah, I rate this out of what's the scale? 1 to 10?
Yeah.
Is it 1 to 10? Oh, 5, I guess.
Yeah, 6 maybe.
Maybe a 6.
Yeah. It's
particular,
like a mid-range. It's a mid-range meme.
Yeah. I don't think this one's got legs. Also, it's kind of tipping into the political area, which is like, I don't know, who needs it?
You know what would be funny? Get off my lawn.
That would
just get off my lawn would be great.
That would be really good. Get off my lawn. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'll bump it up another number because so I give it a 6.
Get off my lawn.
Madagascar and Gascar. Oh, I see. So you love Madagascar because it's just such a heartwarming, wonderful film. But then Gascar, you're like, what? I've actually never seen this movie. So.
Have you never seen Madagascar?
No, I know.
There's a lot of lemurs.
I refuse to watch any movie with the word Gascar in it.
It's not bad. It's 6.
But no, but really,
I think I'll make you everything is 6.
How do you? But how do you feel about? Is that trippy? Like for real? There's a meme with you in it. Are you sort of like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Or have you gotten over that and you're just like,
Well, I mean, this past couple years have been, particularly last year, it was Meme City.
Meme City.
Yeah, Meme City.
Man, that'd be an
I've just seen a lot
city.
of memes. Okay, now this is a proper quandary.
Okay. Okay.
Would you step on Stuart Little for $18 billion?
I love how poorly photoshopped. It's like they got a gray color and just erased whatever the hell it's like and then just put him in. Yeah, the only sentient mouse, or is it sentient or sentient?
Sentient.
Is it sentient? I say sentient. I've always said sentient.
I've said sentient.
Sentient.
Sentient or sentient.
Okay, what is this? Stop sending me this shit. Wait, that's not Post at all. Who is that guy?
That's me. That's
oh
me.
My God, is
me.
that a weird combination of you and Post?
Yes.
And is this a real tweet?
No.
Okay. Man, dude, nothing. You can't
That's
believe anything. It is, yeah.
This is where I'm face mashed with Post Malone.
That's a funny meme.
That's a funny one.
You could apply it not only to you, but to other celebrities and people. So yeah, I think that's a funny meme. I'm into that.
I'd give it an 8.
Because it could be just like a dumb drawing. It could be it could be so many wonderful things.
I say 8.
8. Yeah, 8. It's a solid 8. Whoa. This is
so meta. Me laughing at the idea of me laughing at me.
Jesus Christ.
Now I've got a special bonus clip from Elon Musk on how to ask great questions that I really think you're going to enjoy. But before that, it's time for the 3-point landing questions. Let's go from just watching a video to taking action in your life or business. Here we go. Question number 1. Who's the next person you need to be able to create a great team? Number 2, what's your plan this week to generate some word of mouth? And number 3, who's the competition that you need to ignore?
Innovation comes from questioning the way things have been done before.
Yeah.
And if in the education system you're taught not to do that, that will inhibit entrepreneurship. Being able to question what you're being taught. Being able to... Yeah. I mean, just, saying, well, is there a better way? Yeah. To ask that question.
If you want more Elon Musk, check out the last top 10 rules I made on him. The link is right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.
What was your biggest failure, and how did it change you?
I have to really think hard about that. Failure. Never heard of it.